America's national parks are in the midst of a critical paradox. They are more popular than ever, yet their ability to fulfill their core mission is being eroded by persistent budget cuts and administrative turmoil. In 2024, the National Park Service, NPS, recorded a record 331.9 million recreational visits, a trend expected to continue into 2025 and 2026. This surge in public interest, while a testament to the value of these natural treasures, has occurred alongside significant federal funding reductions, staffing freezes, and layoffs. The result is a system operating in what has been described as survival mode, where remaining staff are reallocated from critical conservation and maintenance tasks to handle the immediate, public-facing demands of the crowds. This creates a misleading facade of normalcy, as visitors see open facilities and staffed visitor centers, but the long-term health of the parks is being quietly jeopardized. Reasons and consequences. The primary reasons for this crisis are twofold: an escalating public demand for outdoor recreation and politically driven funding cuts. The post-pandemic era has seen a sustained high level of visitation as people continue to seek out natural spaces. This has placed immense strain on existing park infrastructure, from trails and roads to restrooms and campgrounds. Concurrently, the Trump administration's proposed fiscal year 2026 budget sought to slash over $1 billion from the NPS, including a 31% cut to park operations, an action that has been met with both administrative action and congressional debate. The consequences of this dynamic are far-reaching. On the visible side, visitors may encounter longer lines, shorter hours at visitor centers, and less available ranger assistance. However, the most severe consequences are often hidden from public view. Staffing cuts have targeted crucial, non-public roles, leading to a reduction in services like search and rescue, wildlife management, and historical preservation. The immense deferred maintenance backlog, estimated at nearly $23 billion in FY 2024, continues to grow, as funds for critical repairs on roads, buildings, and utilities are diverted or simply do not exist. This neglect not only compromises the visitor experience, but also risks the long-term ecological and historical integrity of the parks, which were created to be left unimpaired for the enjoyment of future generations. Predictions: without a significant change in course, the current trajectory points toward a visible and irreversible degradation of the national park system. The ongoing survival mode is not a sustainable model. Staff burnout and the neglect of essential duties will eventually lead to a decline in service quality that is impossible to ignore. Safety issues, such as delayed emergency response times, could become more frequent. Furthermore, the conflict between preservation and public access will intensify. As park management is forced to prioritize public-facing needs, the core mission of conservation will inevitably suffer. The park's natural and cultural resources, the very things that draw visitors in the first place, could be fundamentally altered and diminished. Solutions. Addressing this complex problem requires a multifaceted approach involving policy, management, and public engagement. Increased and consistent federal funding. This is the most direct solution. Bipartisan support is needed to pass legislation that not only restores, but increases the NPS budget to a level commensurate with its mission and growing visitation. The economic impact of national parks on local gateway communities, which is substantial, should be leveraged to build political will for this funding. Strategic visitor management. Parks should expand or implement reservation systems for high-demand areas and peak seasons. This is not about restricting access, but about managing it to reduce environmental impact and improve the visitor experience. Such systems can help distribute crowds more evenly and allow staff to better allocate resources. Alternative funding models. While federal funding is paramount, exploring other revenue streams can help supplement the budget. This could include revising the fee structure, with potential surcharges for foreign visitors, as suggested in some budget proposals, or expanding private partnerships and philanthropic efforts. Any new funding model must be carefully designed to ensure equitable access for all Americans. Public awareness and advocacy. The public needs to be made aware of the hidden crisis. A concerted campaign to educate visitors on the difference between visible services and the unseen work of conservation and maintenance could galvanize public support for increased funding and more sustainable park management practices. This will foster a sense of shared responsibility for these national treasures and help shift the focus from a simple recreational destination to a shared resource that requires active preservation.